No cameras, no audience, but this might be the most real fight between two of the most talked about legends in history. Two legends, one fight, and one winner. But what makes this story special isn't the outcome, it's how it all went down. It all started with a seemingly harmless chat among martial arts folks in Los Angeles. A question came up, something fans had argued about for years. What would happen if Steven Seagal fought Frank Dux? Two people, two styles, two completely different stories. Steven Seagal, a tall, calm Aikido master with many years of training in Japan. He wasn't the kind of fighter who showed off with fancy moves. No high kicks, no complicated spins. What he brought was total control, joint locks, redirecting force, and finishing opponents with minimal but precise movements. On the other side, we have Frank Dux, a very mysterious name. This is a man who claimed to have fought in secret tournaments, winning hundreds of fights, and even inspired the movie Bloodsport. His style was all about speed, surprises, and lots of quick attacks. One person was real and proven, the other was a controversial legend. And then, fate brought them to the same mat. A secret martial arts event in North Hollywood. No public audience, no cameras, just the pros, coaches, experts, and people who understood every tiny move. At first it was just a friendly get-together, but when they both showed up, the atmosphere changed. No need for words, just a handshake, a look, a silence that made it clear, this fight was for real. Before the fight started, the organizers laid out the rules clearly. This was a controlled fight, and all moves had to be within certain limits. Most importantly, no hitting the head, to keep both fighters safe. Also, fighters weren't allowed to purposefully hurt their opponent. Good sportsmanship and respect for each other were a must. But even though it was controlled, the moves still had to be full power, showing off all their skill and strength. The air in the room got super tense as the two fighters took their spots, their eyes focused, ready for the biggest fight of their lives. Seagal stood firm like a solid wall, not rushing at all, every breath steady. He gave off a calm and confident vibe, like a seasoned warrior. Dux, on the other hand, was light and quick, moving constantly like a breeze. He kept changing his position, making it hard for his opponent to guess his next move. The first 10 seconds passed in a breathless silence. The audience held their breath, every eye glued to the smallest movement in the ring. Dux was the first to attack. He threw a super-fast jab, followed by a tricky low kick, testing Seagal's reflexes. Dux's speed really amazed everyone watching. Every move was lightning fast, hard for anyone to follow with their eyes. But Seagal didn't strike back right away. He calmly watched, keeping his guard up, waiting for the right moment. He just slightly adjusted his stance, keeping enough distance so Dux couldn't get close easily, always staying out of harm's way. This was the first sign that Seagal wasn't getting pulled into Dux's fast fighting style. He chose his own way to fight, not letting his opponent lead the match. Instead, Seagal was slowly making Dux play by his rules, controlling the pace and space in the ring. So, who do you think is winning right now? Seagal's calm control, or Dux's speed and initiative? Are you on team control like Seagal, or team speed like Dux? Each style has its own strengths, and this fight will give us the clearest answer. Comment below right now. Do you choose control or speed? Your thoughts will help heat up this fight. The trading of blows begins. Dux throws a combo, jab, hook, low kick, Seagal blocks, parries, and catches the wrist. A swift turn, a joint lock appears, but Dux breaks free almost instantly. The crowd starts to whisper, no doubt about it, this is a real fight. Dux speeds up. He uses feints, changing his rhythm constantly. A hit to the body, then another hit. This is Dux's best moment. He's not stronger, but he's faster. Seagal starts to step back slightly, but his face is still as cold as ice. No panic, no rush. Then, everything changed. Seagal started to close in. He didn't chase Dux, he cut off his escape routes. Every step was planned. Every angle made Dux use up more energy. The fight entered its most intense part. Sweat started to fall. Breathing got heavier, but no one stopped. Dux landed a leg sweep, a hit. Right away, he went in with a combo, elbow, body shot, chest push. The crowd realized, if anyone was winning right now, it was Dux. But Seagal still stood there. No emotional reaction, no weakness shown. He just waited for the right moment. No rush, no hurry. Seagal was like a stone statue in a storm, his eyes never leaving his opponent, each breath steady as if counting time. And that moment came in the final seconds. The air in the arena seemed to freeze, all eyes fixed on the two fighters in the ring. Dux decided to finish it. He no longer hesitated, pouring all his strength into one final attack, as if to prove his skill against the famous opponent. He rushed in with full speed, low kick, jab, hook, then pressed closer. The continuous strikes were like a storm, giving Seagal no time to rest. Seagal was pushed to the edge of the mat. The pressure increased with each second, as if one small mistake would end everything. Everything seemed to be leaning one way. Dux completely controlled the fight and the audience held their breath waiting for the knockout. But, in just a flash, when everyone thought Seagal had no way out, the unbelievable happened. Seagal did something no one expected. He didn't retreat anymore. He stepped forward, an unexpected step, full of confidence and determination. One hand grabbed the wrist. The move was lightning fast, precise to the millimeter. The other hand controlled the shoulder. A spin, a perfect combination of technique and timing. A tiny movement, but perfect. Dux was pulled down. The entire arena fell silent at this sudden change. Not by strength. Seagal didn't need to use force, just technique and finesse. But by Dux's own momentum. He used every movement of his opponent, turning it into an advantage for himself. A clean, neat throw, with no wasted movement. Dux hit the mat. The sound of impact echoed, marking the turning point of the match. Immediately, Seagal moved into a control position. Without losing a second, he locked down his opponent, showing the skill of a seasoned martial artist. Shoulder lock, pinned down, no escape. The referee stepped in. The match ended. An unexpected finish that left everyone amazed by Seagal's calmness and superior skill. Seagal let go. They stood up, shook hands. Dux accepted. No hard feelings, no big celebrations, just a nod. Respect between two fighters who had pushed each other to their limits. The official result, Steven Seagal won. But the story wasn't that simple. As everyone left the room, the arguments began. Some said, Dux was the one putting on more pressure. His speed and strikes made the fight dangerous. Others argued, Seagal was completely in control. He decided the pace, the distance, and ended the fight his way. And maybe, both of them are right. In the world of martial arts, there isn't always just one answer, one absolute truth. Every style, every master carries a piece of the truth, a different way of looking at strength, skill, and spirit. Because this wasn't a one-sided fight, where there's only winning or losing. This was a coming together of two people, two souls, two ways of living and training. This was a clash between two martial arts ideas, one that pushed for being active and attacking all the time, and another that focused on patience, waiting for the right moment, and being in total control. Constant attack, and total control. Two things that seem opposite, but they actually help each other, making a perfect balance in martial arts. Speed and timing. Sometimes being just a moment slower or faster can change the whole fight. In the end, the winner isn't the one who throws more punches, or the one who is physically stronger. It's the one who picks the right moment, who knows how to use every precious second to turn things around. This fight was never filmed. There's no video, no pictures saved from that historic moment. Without visual proof, no one can watch it again. To break down each move, each technique, there are only the stories, from those who saw it, faint but emotional memories, passed down through many generations. And that's what makes it a legend, a story that goes beyond reality, becoming a symbol of the martial arts spirit. A story told within the martial arts world where each generation adds a bit of imagination, a bit of inspiration. Everyone tells it a little differently. Some focus on the skill, others talk about the unbreakable spirit of the fighters, but everyone agrees on the most important thing: respect, never giving up, and the will to overcome yourself. It was a tense, skilled fight, where every movement had meaning, every decision could change what happened, and in the end, it all came down to one single moment, the moment a legend was born, and martial arts became the art of time and choice. So, what about you? If you could choose, what fight would you want to see next? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget, sometimes winning isn't about strength, but about the right control at the right time. If you could pick a dream match between any two legends, who would you choose? Comment below, right now. And if you like mysterious martial arts stories, ones that are real but have never been written down, hit subscribe now, because the next video is going to be even crazier than this one.